Alright guys, I just realized I didn't have a demo video on our REM pod, the Hex Rem, so thought I'd go over the device here with you. This is our REM pod. Works, just like the standard REM pod that you would find on any of the popular television shows. Four LEDs on the top. These are 10 millimeter LEDs. A lot of the other REM pods out there are using much smaller. Uh, Ours incorporates a few different things that you're not going to find on most other REM pods. First of all, ours is a 5-section telescoping antenna. A lot of the competitors tend to use uh, the 3.5 millimeter like aux connect style antennas, and those don't generally tend to have the sensitivity that an actual telescoping antenna has, which is why I prefer to use those. um, Ours has a real-time temperature readout. We were the very first ones to be doing this back in 2015. um, I like the fact that it shows you temperature deviations in real time. This does not cause any of the lights to go off or alarm or anything. This is meant for you to document while you're on an investigation, asking questions. It could be incorporated into a question, along with, if you're a male, can you light the green light? If you're a female, can you light the blue light? If you get close enough, can you make the temperature decrease by 5 degrees, things like that. So it has real-time temperature readout. And then on the bottom, our 9-volt holders aren't like what you're going to find on the commercially available REM pods. These are a much sturdier, much sturdier comprised, there we go, 9-volt battery holder. Now the cover is off for the demo, just to make it easier for me. Same way with the antennas already pulled up for the demo. So then on the side here, you have your speaker. The temperature probe is on the back, and then the on and off switch is on the back as well. What I will recommend is try to keep your finger off that, because putting your finger on it will increase the temperature, give you a false increase. It'll also mess with the ambient temperature, because then it's got to take time to come back down to what the current room temperature is. If you're on a residential case, I would recommend getting this out of your equipment bags, set it up for 5 to 10 minutes just so it can calibrate to the current room's temperature. But as far as function, camera's going to have problems focusing because it is really bright. Works just like any other REM pod. The closer you get, the more LEDs will light, different LEDs. Now, one thing, if the REM pod starts to act erratic, where it seems like the LEDs are lighting up or the alarm's sounding and you're not getting an interaction, or it's doing it all the time, you need to try to change the battery with a brand new battery. Make sure that you're not using this around anything that would be emitting high levels of EMF. This will not trigger for cell phone usage. No phone calls are going to make this go off. You do need to watch. It has been studied. The REM pods will go off if you end up using walkie-talkies, even up to a 30-foot range. so I wouldn't be using any walkie-talkies around it. The one other thing you can do if it's acting erratic, you've already changed the battery, um, or if you just had a spirit interaction and it left the device still kind of alarming, which can happen with any of the REM pods. The way to manually zero this out would be to just take, your pointer, middle, and thumb and just hold the antenna until it stops. And what you just did was you zeroed the device back out, and then you can go back to using it. But that's our device, the Hex Rem. It is available on our official website and on our eBay generally. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to ask before purchasing, but there it is.